So magkakaroon na ng cap or limit sa mga papapasuking temporary residents dito sa Canada. Sino-sino nga ba ang apektado ng pagbabagong to? So sa mga job seekers, mga nagbabalak na pumunta dito sa Canada in whatever pathway you choose, may epekto kaya ito sa inyo?
In the neon lights, we're breaking through reality, chasing new extremes in the realm of...
Hi guys! Welcome to another vlog. Dito na naman ako sa dating tambayan. Ayan, jogging and biking. Nag-jogging muna ako bago pumasok sa trabaho. Hindi na ganong malamig. Siguro mga 13 degrees Celsius. Plus 30. So, ayan, gumising ako ng maaga para mag-jogging. For today's video guys, pag-uusapan natin yung isa na namang breaking news. So magkakaroon na ng cap or limit sa mga papapasuking temporary residents dito sa Canada. The announcement was made on March 21 by Immigration Canada through Immigration Minister Mark Miller. So sino-sino nga ba ang apektado ng pagbabagong to? Yan ang pag-uusapan natin for today's video, so stay tuned. When we say temporary residents, kasama dyan ang mga temporary foreign workers na kagaya ko, students, and asylum seekers. So sa mga job seekers, mga nagbabalak na pumunta dito sa Canada in whatever pathway you choose, may epekto kaya ito sa inyo? The current population of temporary residents in Canada is 2.5 million, which represents 6.2% of Canada's population. So the essence of the announcement made by Immigration Canada is that Canada plans to reduce the number of temporary residents from 6.2% down to 5%, pero gradually yan in the next 3 years. So, bakit nga ba biglang dumami at umabot sa 2.5 million ng mga temporary residents dito sa Canada? Kasama po dito yung foreign workers, students, at asylum seekers combined. The reason for this is dumami yung mga refugee claimants dito sa Canada na nanggagaling sa Mexico at yung iba naman is from Haiti, Turkey, Colombia, Ukraine, Afghan, and Iran. So in addition to that, it's general knowledge naman talaga na there was a rise in terms of number of international students here in Canada coming from different countries, but majority of those come from India and Philippines. And during the pandemic, nagkaroon po talaga ng labor shortage dito sa Canada, kaya naman nag-hire ang Canada ng napakaraming workers abroad. Pero as years go by, sabi ng Immigration Canada, nakaka-recover na daw at halos nagbabalik na sa normal ang takbo ng economy. At yung labor market naman, unti-unti nang na-fill up, although hindi pa rin naman full. That's why they ended up with a decision na magbawas na. Imagine guys, just for the year 2023, umabot na ng 700,000 ang mga foreign workers dito sa Canada. At sa kabuuan, meron na daw 1 million foreign workers dito sa Canada, which they think would be enough to fill the vacancies for permanent residency in 6 to 7 years. And this cap was done para ma-assure lahat ng temporary residents of permanent residency. So according kay Immigration Minister Mark Miller, as part of their efforts for temporary residents to transition to permanent residency, they will have more federal domestic draws and ask the provinces and territories to take part and do the same in terms of provincial nominee program. This will realign their efforts, according to him, to provide a pathway to those who are in the country and those who wish to stay to contribute to its economy. So in my opinion, maganda to for temporary residents like me na nandito na sa Canada. So sino ang maapektuhan nito? Sila yung mga job seekers outside Canada. By May 2024, mag-i-implement na sila ng pagbabawas. So paano nila gagawin to? Yung mga employers na dati may allocation na 30% in hiring foreign workers will only be given 20%. So there will be a 10% cut. But the good news is, exempted muna sa ngayon ang mga health workers, yung mga nasa field of construction and agriculture. Another change is that yung validity ng LMIA is paiksiin from 1 year down to 6 months. Kasi nga, according to Immigration Canada, kailangan daw i-offer muna yung mga trabaho sa mga citizens, PR, yung may mga PGWP or postgraduate work permit ng mga students at mga refugees and asylum seekers na qualified naman para sa trabaho. So to summarize, magandang balita to sa mga temporary residents na dito na sa Canada dahil mas lalaki ang chance na maging permanent resident yung mga nandito na. On the other hand, unfavorable naman itong balitang to para sa mga job seekers outside Canada dahil ang ipa-prioritize muna nila ang mga nandito sa Canada. But guys, keep your hopes up. You can still try to apply. Mag-inquire ka sa mga agencies dahil yung mga agencies na yan, meron na silang employers na dati nang nag-hire ng temporary foreign workers. So, ayun lang muna for today's video, guys. I hope meron na naman kayong natutunan dito sa video na to. Lalo na yung sa mga job seekers outside of Canada na nagbabalak na pumunta dito. So, guys, disclaimer lang, I'm not a licensed immigration consultant. If you're planning to apply here in Canada, pwede kayo mag-inquire sa mga agencies or consult a licensed immigration consultant. So that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you like this video and please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell para updated kayo every time na mag-upload ako ng new video. So have a nice day, everyone, and see you on my next vlog. Ciao!